Friends, Lordship is here, our teachers are here, Gavai sir. Give a huge clap once again. We welcome our Felicitations also.
Auditorium should have been booked.
Without wasting anything, Lordship will go. This is a 269th Friday group meeting. Lordship, it's 11th year. In fact, we are addressing in the 11th year. 10 years only recently we completed. On July 10th, 2015, we started our Friday group meeting on 2015 July 10th, same like that. Now we have our YouTube channel also. It's 18 lakhs viewers we have. 33,000 subscribers we have. We have our own website also. It's a huge channel. It's a great satisfaction, Lordship. One more thing, Lordship has released our lawyers role in India's freedom movement in ISIL. That's a last minute catch. So much popular, Lordship, you are. Even yesterday when I am moving in the corridor, you have taken a right-ish. Right person. I don't know, everyone is from youngsters to for elders, everyone. A right person, right time, you have become, you are already late also, they said. But you said at that time it's a war situation. Then further, some this thing in SUD, our head body is doing. Then I can't help you to finally got this opportunity. So this is our background. Now first we will go for just felicitation part. This is those first felicitation and one small one or two incident. Then I give an opportunity to speak other two. Then Lordship finally gets up. First, I myself will felicitate with a bouquet of flowers and other things. Senior advocate will felicitate now. Come this side.
Less space.
Yes.
He just pulled out.
Sir, we can be on the other side. Now, Sridhar Potarazu, senior advocate. Now I request Justice Karpaga Vinayagam will felicitate sir.
In South Indian style. I request Sirajuddin sir will felicitate the Lordship. Now I request Rahul Agarwal and Amit Pratap Singh and Naveen Avna will give a bouquet of flowers to Lordship.
Let somebody clear them.
Now I request, Now I request, friends will give them a bouquet of flowers to Justice Vishwanath. Come, sir, Rahul Sharma and the other. Please come. Jyoti Parashar and Vidya Singh Pawar will come and give a bouquet of flowers for Jyoti, please come. And Geeta Verma is here. Geetanjali, please come and join you also. Palak, please come, you also. Niharika also, please.
Can they be clear? They have to be clear. Face. Bouquets.
Rachna ji, please give to bouquet of flowers to Vishwanathan ji.
Little bit.
Better. But you face it that side. Camera is there.
You already taken it.
Sir, you are given to her. You are given to her.
I request our Basan sir also will give a bouquet of flowers to Chief Justice of India. Please. He is always friends, sir. Karpaka Vinayagam and Basan sir always. Khanna Sahab is there, former President SCBA, please. Khanna Sahab, you also felicitate, sir.
You were the president when I was
Mr. Former President of Delhi High Court Bar Association, please come and felicitate him. Quickly, you can sit back. I request Pantushi also will be on our vice president, Pantushi, please, Amina.
Yes, sir. I'm training you, sir.
Now,
Yeah,
And welcome,
I
sir.
will do.
Sir, last time I was with you, sir. We went to the temple also.
I know. We had breakfast all together.
Yes, we had breakfast together.
yeah. Now I request one of our ready group members, Syed Ahmed Naqvi, will give a read a CV. Please, Naqvi, please come.
Thank you so much, sir. It's an absolute privilege to introduce the personality who frankly needs no introduction. But the tradition demands it, and I'm nobody to argue with the tradition. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Bhushan Ram Krishna Gavai, sir, a legal luminary whose career is as illustrious as it is inspiring. His Lordship was born on 24th November. His Lordship was born on 24th November 1960 at Amaravati. He joined Bar on 16th March 1985. He worked with the late barrister Raja S. Bhosle sir as former Advocate General and a Judge of the High Court till 1987. He started his independent practice at Bombay High Court from 1987 and practiced mainly before Nagpur bench of Bombay High Court. His area of practice covers constitutional law and administrative law among other. He was a standing counsel for Municipal Corporation of Nagpur, Amravati Municipal Corporation and Amravati University. He appeared regularly for various autonomous bodies and corporations like CCOM, BCBL and various other municipal councils. His Lordship worked as Assistant Government Pleader and Additional Public Prosecutor in the Bombay High Court, Nagpur bench from 1992 to 1993. Later on, he was appointed as Government Pleader and Public Prosecutor for Nagpur bench on 17 January 2000. He was elevated as Additional Judge of the Bombay High Court on 14 November 2003 and became a permanent judge on 12 November 2005. His Lordship presided over benches having all types of assignments, the principal seat at Mumbai, Nagpur, Aurangabad and Panji as well. His Lordship was elevated as Judge of Supreme Court of India on 24th May 2019 and appointed the Chief Justice of India 14th May 2025. In the last 6 years, he has been part of around 700 benches dealing with matters pertaining to a variety of subjects, including constitutional law, administrative law, civil law, criminal law, commercial disputes, arbitration law, electricity law, education matters, and above all, environmental law. He has authored around 300 judgments, including Constitution bench judgments on various issues, upholding the rule of law and safeguarding the fundamental rights, human rights, and legal rights of the citizens. His Lordship graced various international conferences at Mongolia, New York, Cardiff, and Nairobi. His Lordship has delivered lectures on various constitutional and environmental issues in various universities and organizations, including Columbia University and Harvard University. His Lordship has addressed our Friday group also on the occasion of release of book by the Friday group. Thank you, Your Lordship, for taking our time from your very busy schedule. We are thankful to you, sir. We are honored and we are ready to be started.
Thank you, Nakvi, very nicely listening. Rahul, kindly play that.
शतमानं भवति भवति शतमानगं शतमानं भवति शतायुः शतायुर्भवति शतमानगं शतमानं भवति शतायुः शतमानमिति शतमानं भवति शतायुः शतायुर्भवति भवति शतायुः पुरुषः पुरुषः शतायुर्भवति भवति शतायुः पुरुषः शतायुः पुरुषः पुरुषः शतायुः शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रियः शतेन्द्रियः पुरुषः शतायुः शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रियः शतायुरिति शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रियः शतेन्द्रियः पुरुषः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्यायुष शतेन्द्रियः पुरुषः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रिय आयुषे शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्यायुष शतेन्द्रिय शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवैवायुष शतेन्द्रिय शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येव शतेन्द्रिय इति शत इन्द्रियः आयुष्येवैवायुष्यायुष्येवेन्द्रिय इन्द्रिय एवायुष्यायुष्येवेन्द्रिये एवेन्द्रिय इन्द्रिय एवैवेन्द्रिये प्रतिप्रतेन्द्रिय एवैवेन्द्रिये प्रति इन्द्रिये प्रतिप्रतेन्द्रिय इन्द्रिये प्रतितिष्ठति तिष्ठति प्रतेन्द्रिय इन्द्रिये प्रतितिष्ठति प्रतितिष्ठति तिष्ठति प्रतितिष्ठति तिष्ठति तिष्ठति शतमानं भवति शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतितिष्ठति हरिः ॐ
I request our Geetanjali Sharma will give English meaning translation to this shloka.
Shatamanam Bhavati. Blessings for vital power and long life. These powerful and auspicious mantras are from Krishna Yajurveda, 6th Kand, 6th Prashna, Prapat, 10th Anuvak. This divine shloka or mantra resonates that he will have 100 times respect or weight. He, the Purusha, will have 100 years of life. Certainly, he will have 100 times powers or senses in life. In power, he finds support. He will be supported, Tishtati, ever through power, Indriya.
Thank you, Geetanjali. Now I request one or two people will say few words. Vasant sir will say first. We'll start with sir. Please, amen.
Honorable the Chief Justice, Justice Vishwanathan, G.Seshagiri Rao, ladies and gentlemen. As we all know, as I have repeatedly said, in the Friday group, it is the writ of Sheshu which runs. He calls me in the morning and says, you have to speak, and today you have to. There is no questioning of it. It was my honor, therefore, to speak on behalf of all of you, the honor which he has given me. What do I speak on? Who am I to felicitate the Lord Chief Justice of India? It's His grace that He has chosen to come to this Friday group on this wonderful Friday afternoon. I thought I'll felicitate each and every one of the Friday group for having been endowed with this great honor of the Honorable Chief Justice coming to this room and the Friday group meeting. It's not only because Sheshu is giving selfless support to the leading the Friday group. I believe ours is a profession of learning. We call ours the learned men in robes. The Friday group represents that yearning of learning. Ours is a profession where learning is the most important thing. And therefore the Friday group represents, according to me, that finer sentiment of this profession where accent is given on learning. Why do successive Chief Justices come to the Friday group and to address our meetings? I think system as a whole and the Chief Justices from time to time are recognizing the importance of our profession, which is the profession of learning, and they are encouraging the pursuit of excellence in learning by the Friday group. Honorable Chief Justice, we consider it a singular honor that you have chosen to be with us this afternoon. More than felicitating you, sir, you have felicitated us by your visit to this. Is there a place for saying anything serious? I believe the Honorable Chief Justice is described in many quarters to be the Honorable Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India, is described to be the most powerful personality under the sun today. Well, I believe to improve the system, he has a lot of role to play. Every one of us has got some grievance or the other against the system, and I am sure that our Lord Chief Justice has also got a lot of grievances how the system should work better. But if I may say that, I think it's time we think of a longer term for the Chief Justice of India. Well, I make it clear that the aspirations of the incumbents already there, let it remain, let it not be heard at all. But for a healthy system, I am definitely of the opinion that the Chief Justices who mean to take action, like our Chief Justice today, deserve a longer period as Chief Justice. Amend the Constitution in such a way that the future Chief Justice, the present persons will not be affected, but I think it is very incumbent in the health of the system. There must be a provision for Chief Justices to be there to see what is happening, to suggest remedies for the maladies and see that they are being worked out. I wish the office of the Lord Chief Justice of India an better opportunity, a more effective opportunity to lead the system to the destined goals. From whatever little time that we have seen Lord Chief Justice working, if that is an indication, a longer term for people like him would have transformed the system. I wish, sir, that you are able to do the best that in the short time that you have at your disposal. We have indication that you are already doing it, and we do believe that you will be successful in that endeavor to transform the system to a more user-friendly system, a more effective justice delivery system, a more effective or friendly to all system that we can hope. I'm sure, sir, you in your term will make a beginning and make a mark in that, for which we all offer our good wishes to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vasan sir. Now I request Vishwajit Bhattacharya, senior advocate sir, will say a few words.
My Lord the Chief Justice of India, my Lord Honorable Justice Vishwanathan, Mr. G.Seshagiri, one and only, it's a great honor for me to be here. And my Lord the Chief Justice, I consider it to be the pinnacle of glory for the great Friday group under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Sheshurao. It's a totally an intellectual exercise. It's an idea of thoughts and imaginations. That Friday group, we are learning every day, and I consider it to be a distinct honor that your Lordship has very kindly graced. And also, Honorable Justice Vishwanathan, thank you so very much.
Justice Karpaka Vinayam will say, sir.
My humble pranams to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. My humble salutation to this august audience. My humble vanakkam to Justice Chief Justice Gavai and Justice Vishwanathan. 269 Friday, not ordinary thing. 2 centuries crossed. We are just about to reach third century. It's all because of the selfless effort of Mr. G.Seshagiri Rao. We have to give a claps to complete the G.Seshagiri Rao. It's a great thing. Not a great achievement, very great achievement. Today is not a Friday. It has become a Sunday. Because sun has come. Sun means Surya. Surya has come. All the stars and all best stars, Surya has come, sun has gone. He has become a leader of the Indian judiciary. Leader has got 5 qualities. One is generosity. Second is affability. Then veracity. Then authenticity. Then integrity. These 5 is important. Generosity, first letter G. Affability, first letter A. Veracity, first letter V. Authenticity, first letter A. Integrity, first letter I. He has not only become the boy, he has become the master of people. So I just pray God to give a long life to come. Justice Gavai, வாழ்க 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 பல்லாண்டு வாழ்க பல்லாண்டு வாழ்க நூறாயிரத்தாண்டு வாழ்க.
Very shortly finish, but how much crabs we have, sir. Now I request our Khanna sir will say, former President of CBA, Senior Advocate.
Honorable Chief Justice. Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Gavai, Honorable Mr. Justice Felicitations, my friend and colleague, G.Seshagiri, my senior colleagues, and my brothers and sisters at bar. There's a saying that the only thing in the world which grows if you distribute or share it, that is knowledge and wisdom. The typical example of that is the Friday. We come here to share our experiences, our knowledge, and in the process perhaps we also learn a lot and go back. That's the beauty of the Friday group. Chief Justice is here, I will not take much time and stand between the Chief Justice's wisdom being shared with us, and Justice Vishwanathan's wisdom being shared with us and all of us. I'm thankful to G.Seshagiri Rao to invite me and say a few words. Thank you very much.
Rachna, please, Rachna Srivas. Maybe Benji Thomas, please come.
Honorable Justice Gavai, Justice Vishwanathan, our own senior members, my friends, just talk a bit. My friends, I have said this earlier also, that we talk of legal education now, but our Sheshuji conceived this idea 10 years back, when this was not, 11 years back, yes, it's already 11 years now. So, as Khannaji rightly said, with knowledge shared is knowledge spread. And felicitation for Justice Gavai, I want to do with a big thank you. In my tenure as Vice President, I have repeatedly requested him to please consider recommending my sisters to various high courts, and has he listened to us. 2 sisters have been recommended for elevation to the High Court. I am sure the period Justice Gavai has, many more will come, and not only just my sisters, my brothers should also be considered of this court for appointment.
One brother is also there.
Yes, one is there. So I am requesting in the same ratio, sisters and brothers from this court should be recommended for elevation to various high courts. My greetings to you, sir, and we wish you very best for the days remaining to you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, Benji Thomas, please come. Our former secretary of CBA. Good friend, Ajay Saban.
Honorable the Chief Justice, my dear friend, Honorable Justice Vishwanathan, my dear friend G.Seshagiri, and learned seniors, and my dear friends and colleagues. It's a great honor and privilege for members of the bar. G.Seshagiri has really done a wonder. The interaction with the Honorable Chief Justice in such a manner is not possible anywhere. The Bar Association, the President, Mr. Khanna is there, Rachnaji is there, I myself was there, our Patajyoshi is there, all of us were there, but the bar could never organize such a good program. The whole credit go to G.Seshagiri for that. And that too, a Chief Justice who is just like us. A person who is a real Ambedkar, second Ambedkar of the world. The Honorable Chief Justice is thinking, the way he conduct the court, the way he express, every Indian is proud of him. I once again thank G.Seshagiri for making this program, and I wish Honorable Chief Justice many more years to guide us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Suman Sherawat, she is here. She came all the way from Gujarat. Please come, Suman.
Honorable Chief Justice of India, Mr. Nathan, sir. Sir, very thank you so much. Friday group, sir. Sir, you also come from Gurgaon. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Suman. Will say a few words.
Honorable the Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Vishanu, Sesu, my friend, sir, this is person my morning walk partner, sir, every day. So, everybody here. So one thing that, so you can see this popularity, also for you, sir, not no less for you, sir. It is, but what I'm saying, it's always, every day also, sir. It is like this. And sir, I must say one thing, Justice Vishwanathan and our friend Narasimha, sir. In fact, they have been backbone of this, and Sesu has done so well because of their active help throughout, sir, as lawyers earlier and now this. So one thing I am saying, he has been doing for this continuing learning, sir, throughout. This is an effort. He is an institution in this education in himself, sir. But we have not tried anything to recognize him in that way, sir. That is what. Once, sir, in fact, last time when I was there, there was an award we wanted to confer on him. So some things he should be recognized in institutional level, sir. This is something, and so that no, I know, but this is no. Then the people like him, sir, will definitely take the center stage and try to contribute to the fraternity by propagating this learning, the methods of learning. And this is no mean way of learning, sir. Sir, I do consumer protection, he picks me. Somebody does something best, he picks him. So this is not no way, sir. Without an institution, a formal setup, he does this and creates every field. So that is what I am saying. Sir, with you, and sir, today I must say a today's incident. I was in Plaza Canteen, two youngsters were having coffee with me. They said, Gavai sahab aaye hain, to lag raha hai ki hum mein se koi hai usme. So that is the feeling, sir, that is the kind of connect you have with everybody, youngsters from small towns, and they say that abhi lag raha hai ki hum mein se koi hai. So that is the kind of feeling they all have, sir, for you. And sir, you just mentioned that you are coming to my state. It's a privilege for all of us, sir, in Odisha. We feel proud. And sir, you have done enough, of course, and we require more always. But sir, I'll not. No, sir, no. I said I'm not saying anything because you do on your own voluntarily, sir. So always voluntary. So therefore, we don't have to say anything. And sir, it is our privilege today that you are here and we all are sharing. And on behalf of all of them, sir, we show our appreciations for and the love you have shown and our love you certainly accepted. Thank you, sir. And till your tenure, sir, we are there. After that also we are there.
Lordship, I request a small thing, not to take his words very seriously.
In the meeting, court, not in court.
Yes. Lordship, you may ask what made you to start this Friday group? Actually, 2015 July 10, reopening day after summer vacation, I am coming from all the way from Hyderabad. Some of us flights was also delayed, and my car was also creating a problem. Then somehow I reached Supreme Court. I took this court number 4 lift. That is 60, I remember July this thing. The right side granite fell behind me. Exactly on backside shoe. It's a huge bomb blast sound. I didn't realize anything. I mean, everyone is saying to Balwal Bache. Then I see it was literally pieces into that. I mean. Then next day, same I think, met Narasimha. That time was not judge, so senior advocate. I communicated, called, and everything what happened. Everything was silently heard. Because one more gentleman is here, namely Justice Karpaka Vinayaka. He is always spiritual. I just casually told. He told you must have gone for some purpose. Do some social activity. Not exactly the academic group like this. He had his own way of looking. That's this thing. Then I applied my mind and other thing. Before that, actually in the summer, before summer vacation, when Mr. Ramesh is here, he is a very good astrologer. I am not believer also, but I never give up. I applied on myself always. He predicted death, he careful. Yeah. carefully. Before that in the March month, I mean. So then I didn't realize that time. Then after 10 days, then I mean the words has become very this thing. Then I thought to do something. पेड़ पे बिठा दिया करपगम साहब. हम बैठ गए कभी भी गिर सकता है. That's the way we made it Friday group project. Then we started here itself. He is the first speaker. I invited him. Then it's the same table. So organization, how it will go and that's a foundation we have. But somehow everyone is receiving, myself, a lot of satisfaction. Ultimate satisfaction. If I go even in flight also, they will ask, "You are G.Seshagiri Rao." In card also is sitting at the also problem now. That is no doubt at all. You are G.Seshagiri Rao, correct? We are watching your YouTube. Actually, one more thing. When you first time swearing ceremony, after that immediately you are sitting in Chief Justice court. One judge and one person came all the way to see you. His name seems to be personally. Then I was sitting in the last row actually. To watch the first day of your as the Chief Justice of India. Then he came to you. We are watching your videos, Friday group videos continuously. And I stood up. I thought he looked like a gentleman. Then I stood up, "Sir, may I know your name?" "I am so and so. I am Karnataka High Court judge, sitting judge." This is the background. Now I request Vishwanathan to say a few words before finally your Lordship says her CJ. He is our friend as well, Kishore, and immediately, promptly.
My distinguished elder brother, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Mrs. Gavai, dear Felicitation, distinguished senior lawyers, Mr. KAPIL, senior lawyers, Mr. Sraditi, Mr. Bhattacharya, Rachna, distinguished members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to you. First of all, I must thank Seshu for inviting me for this felicitation function to felicitate the Honorable Chief Justice of India. It's not that many at the bar don't know about the Chief Justice. He comes from a very humble beginning, and what he has achieved should be an inspiration for many of the youngsters. I think that is the first lesson that you must observe in this, that with hard work, determination, you can, coming from Nagpur first and then becoming a judge in the High Court of Bombay, going on to be a judge of the Supreme Court, and now adorning the highest office of the Chief Justice of India. My experience or interaction began with Mrs. Gavai while at the bar. Like all of you must be experiencing now, it was always exciting if you had a case in his court the next day. You have to prepare hard, but you know that if you have 60% chance, and then you will get, redressal for your grievance. But I really got to know him well when I was appointed to the court. Initial 6 months, I did not have occasion to sit with the Honorable Chief Justice. But then from January 2024 till the end of that term in May, that was July to December. July to December 24, I think there are so many matters from different branches of law, sensitive matters came, matters of moment came, and his guidance was significant. I could watch from very close quarters the way he functioned. For an accompanying judge, like the Chief Justice would have experienced in his initial days, sitting with a senior judge is like batting with a batting partner. Sometimes you get a Gavaskar. Sometimes you get some other batsman, but with Chief Justice it was like batting with Kapil Dev. He was an all-rounder. Whether it was a matter of criminal law or constitutional law, administrative law, environmental law, any branch of law, in the first few minutes he would put the hand on the nub of the matter. And
if you were to assign the matter to you to write, there will be absolutely no influencing or the giving his viewpoint first. I'll tell you a small instance, and this has to be told. I don't know whether the Honorable Chief Justice remembers. We were hearing a series of death appeals in court number 3, and as soon as the matter begins by turn, the presiding judge, Chief Justice would say, "This is yours," which means you will have to start noting down. It was a very heavy matter. We noted down and then reserved. And then after midway through the research, I called him. "Sir, I am not finding any way to, I think there is absolutely nothing." He said, "Don't worry, the first half an hour I knew. I didn't want to influence your mind." "You are on the right track, you go ahead," he said. So that is the extent of independence that he maintains, understanding he has. The guidance, wherever you want, not that he will guide. You seek guidance, he will give you. So there was no attempt to influence you. And it is a very happy occasion, sir, that you are able to come to the Friday group, because here many of us have attended, lectured, and then been a part of this. So you have also an occasion to speak and release the book on freedom fighters. So, and not only on the judicial side, you must have observed on the, we have observed on the administrative side very closely. He is a captain who commands the confidence of the dressing room. He commands the support of quick decision-making skills have helped in taking several decisions. Some of them are taken on the spur of the moment and implemented. And as Senior Advocate Mr. Basant rightly said, the quality of the tenure is as important as the quantity, and he has emphasized that with his dynamism, he has led the court as a true leader, and we wish him all the best, not only for the remaining tenure but in the years ahead. So today is a very happy occasion. I wish the Honorable Chief Justice the very best, and I invite all of you to wish him well and look upon him as an inspiration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anandji. A lot of enlightenment for all of us and all this also. Finally, we are all waiting for our Chief Justice of India, Gavai sir. Give a huge clap.
My esteemed colleague and younger brother, Justice Vishwanathan, the man behind the Friday group, G.Seshagiri, all the learned senior members present here, and the members of the Friday group. In fact, when I had agreed to come here, I was not knowing that there is likely to be any function. I recollect meeting Sheshu in a lobby when he had come to meet Justice Narasimha, and I said, "So you have to come to the Friday group." I told him, on whatever Friday I am here, I will certainly be there. And that's how I told him that I will just come here and interact with all the members. Had I known that this is going to be a formal function, maybe I would not have been here. Friday group is also close to our heart, because I recollect the days in 1990s when we were practicing at Nagpur. Justice Bogre was about 5 years senior to me, and then our other friends. We have formed a small group of around 40-50 lawyers, and then every Friday evening we used to meet. Everybody was given a subject to research, and then he would speak on that topic, and thereafter followed by question and answer. And that's how we started learning the law, and after that, when we got an opportunity, when Justice Bombay became the judge of the High Court, and I also followed the Bombay High Court. At Nagpur, we formalized it, and there is now almost every fortnight a lecture by an eminent lawyer, or some Supreme Court lawyers have also gone from Delhi to Nagpur, and it's attended by around 200-300 lawyers. And therefore, when I was invited to release the book on the freedom fighters, Justice Narasimha told me that we have to go for that function. All three of us were there. Myself, Justice Narasimha and Justice Vishwanathan. That time I came to know about the selfless dedication, devotion of Sheshu. I was really surprised and amazed as to how in today's world a person can devote entire life for the enrichment of the junior lawyers, to encourage them, to ensure that how they excel in their career. I always believe, and I always say that, like any other profession and more legal profession, it's a profession where one has to keep on learning till the last day of his career. The day you say that you know everything, I always say that it's the last day in the career of a lawyer or a judge. And even after I became a judge, I always put myself in a role of a student, because when largely my practice was on a constitutional side and a little on criminal side. I had hardly done any criminal appeals when I was a lawyer. Then when I was assigned the role to hear criminal appeals in Bombay High Court, I sat as a student, and eventually in my career of about 17 years at Bombay, my criminal assignment must have been almost 40% of it, and I must have decided not less than 1,000 criminal appeals. That's one of the secrets Justice Vishwanathan shared now. Because you always learn from your experiences. I would not name a judge when I was sitting in Mumbai with one of my colleagues. So he also came from the bar, and it was a matter of a writing matter from Solapur. There were around 12 to 13 accused and 13 to 14 witnesses. And after hearing the matter for about an hour or so, I thought that it's a case for acquittal. I shared with my learned colleague. He says, no sir, this is a case of conviction. So I told him that, okay, we'll hear as long as you are satisfied. And then after 4 days of hearing, he said, you are right. And therefore I decided not to discuss my mind. When I got to sit in Mumbai, IPR, it was totally new for me, because in Nagpur there is no original jurisdiction, and I hardly practiced on intellectual property rights, and it was really an amazing experience, because they used to, if it was a case of refrigerator, then both the refrigerators would be brought in the court, the washing machine would be brought in the court, and you have to compare them. And as a student of law, I studied the IPR, and also was continued in Bombay. Normally the assignments don't continue for more than 3 to 4 months. But I was continued with that assignment for 1 year, and I could get to write good judgments on intellectual property rights also. My last assignment was in Bombay, was with now Justice G.Seshagiri, and I always say that I never keep my judgments pending, but one judgment which I could not complete in Bombay was due to him. Anyway, he is not to be blamed for that, because some unexpected circumstances came in between, and therefore he could not complete that judgment. It has been a very enriching experience for me for more than last 6 years. I could study many laws which I would not have even touched when I was in the Bombay High Court, and I must place on record my deep appreciation and gratefulness to my seniors with whom I got an opportunity to sit on a dais, and particularly two from this bar, Justice Narsiva, Justice Rohingya Nariman and Justice Del Nageshwar Rao. I got an opportunity to sit with them for almost six months each, and they were kind enough to give very important judgments to me to write, and therefore many new subjects like IBC or electricity laws, or for that matter even the arbitration was somewhat new for us. I could study those laws and write some, I don't know whether good or bad, but I could write some judgments. Thereafter, when I started presiding over the bench, I could sit with Justice Narasimha only for a short period, but I got an opportunity to sit with Justice Vishwanathan for a longer period, and we were sitting almost for 6 months. And one of the judgments, I think, which will give an immense satisfaction to both of us was the bulldozer judgment, popularly called that. What was at the heart of the judgment was the human problems, the problems faced by the human beings. The families being harassed only because they were part of a family of wherein one of the members was either a criminal or an alleged criminal, and though largely the credit has been given to me, but I must share that the equal credit in authoring that judgment should go to Justice Vishwanathan. I am really grateful to Sheshu for giving me an opportunity to be with you. In fact, what I had in my mind was to have an informal discussion with all of you, but it turned into an official function. I agree to disagree with Justice Basant or another person. I don't think that the tenure of Chief Justice has a direct relationship with the efficiency of the administration of justice. We have had the best of the Chief Justices, like Justice Loda was a Chief Justice for 5 months, or Justice Lalit was a Chief Justice for 2.5 months, and Justice Sanjeev Khanna, who have put their imprint, and they are known for their contribution to the institution of justice, to the administration of justice. On my part, I have tried to utilize every moment that I can for the betterment of the administration of justice, for bringing in improvement in the judicial infrastructure throughout the country, ensuring that the appointments to the high courts are taken to the logical end with expediency. Insofar as Rachnaji's, we have been working on it, and some of the names have already been cleared, some of the names are on the way, and in the last 1 or 2 years, I think we are trying to give a good representation to the lawyers, young lawyers who are practicing in the Supreme Court. We are all sure that the rich experience that they gather in the Supreme Court really helps in bringing out the efficiency or enhancing the efficiency at the High Court level. I am once again express my gratefulness to Sheshu for giving me an opportunity to be with you. I wish you all the best. I am sure that all of you, taking advantage of the Friday group, would keep on learning. There is no other pleasure like learning. I have hardly now 2 months and a couple of days to debut my office, but I assure you that I'll be part of a study group till the last day of my career. I once again thank you and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Lordship, the way you are inspiring words for all of us, particularly me. You are always nice to me wherever I meet you. Say shoot, yes, say shoot. It's I never get that ID. Before giving a Napinaiji vote of thanks, we'll give a small mementos of Lordship. And after that also not to leave. The sweets are there and further also something is more there. Honor to our Gavai sir, our beloved Chief Justice of India. Just kindly wait a minute.
I think in a new building you'll have a better space.
All of us will get maximum, I think so. First.
So you should give at least 6 cups to Honorable Chief Justice.
Vishwanath ji also gets it. Now I request N.S. Napinai ji or Senior Advocate and any affectionate member since inception, she will give vote of thanks. Vote of thanks. Napinai ji, please, vote of thanks.
Thank you, G.Seshagiri. My Lords, Chief Justice of India, my Lord Justice Vishwanath, my very senior colleagues from my Madras High Court days, Justice Kalpadhanakam, and all my new friends here. Lords, today's vote of thanks is both difficult and sweet because everything that needs to be said has already been said. I must say, from a typical millennial perspective, I think even perplexity will be perplexed on what more can be added. My Lords, there is one thing though which I wanted to emphasize in the vote of thanks, which was your modesty. Everything that you said in your address typically typified that which perplexity indeed also emphasizes, which is modesty. And I wanted to start with this photograph used in the poster. My Lords, I don't know if you recollect, this was at the Friday Group book launch. But the reason for that smile was because G.Seshagiri Raoji said, he introduced you and he said, very charming Justice Gavai is going to give session, and then you smiled and you said, I have never been described like this. So, my Lords, there is a lot that all of us have learned today and will continue to learn. Thank you all for gracing this occasion. Thank you for the shares. There was so much that came through because often we don't get a lens to see from the other side how a bench views a case or how it approaches a particular matter. So, my Lord's Justice Vishwanath, also thank you so much for the tiny glimpse behind the scenes. I'm sure all of us will benefit from it, not just in terms of awareness or knowledge, but also in the learning on how we can approach a particular case when we are presenting it before a bench also. There is so much that I would love to share, but I would like to just close with some of these words which I had penned for the Friday Group book. And I felt this in a way epitomized everything that has been discussed today. And these words were said in the at the Amritsar Congress in the post Jallianwala Bagh massacre situation. They, the British, thought that the Indian was not capable of standing up for right, of standing up for justice, of standing up for righteousness. Well, we come from a higher pedestal. My Lords Chief Justice of India, you do come from a higher pedestal. You have graced it beautifully. You have added luster to it. But more importantly, you also had the courage to step off that pedestal and be one amongst us today. I beg to disagree, sir, when you say that you thought this would not be a formal event. Behind all this formal felicitations, it was a very warm afternoon for us and an opportunity for us to interact with you in a way that many would not have had earlier. Thank you therefore once again for gracing us. Thank you, my Lord Justice Vishwanath, for gracing the occasion and for the valuable insights. Of course, the evening cannot finish without thanking Mr. Seshagiri Rao for organizing this. It is not an easy task, so you make it look very easy. Thank you so much for it. And of course, the day cannot end without thanking the entire audience and gathering who have gathered here. Each of you are the ones who make today a success. Thank you.
Let's give all of us a standing ovation to Chief Justice of India. Before starting, leaving this, we start with sweets distribution with sir only. It's not my available sweets are available, you can collect it. Thank you very much, Lordship, and thank you very much, Vishwanathanji. You can collect cups are here and sweets also here. People will come and distribute you. In fact, we requested only few 45 minutes, but Lordship has given more than an hour. Now we are highly grateful to you.